most important thing, to ensure that disinformation is systematically uncovered and systematically exposed.
The response a free and democratic society should make in order to really ensure that our citizens receive and consume the right information, not polluted with lies and misinformation, is very important. What kind of a response it should be? Should it be independent, self-regulated information production system, or sometimes a support leading towards explaining those lies, to the society?
The way to think about disinformation and information is that it's like living in an ecosystem. You have different actors, you have different players, you have different types of event, you have different types of media going around. They're all passing different sorts of information, they're communicating information, opinion, debate, and that's all fine. What happens with disinformation is it's like people are trying to insert a poison or a bacterium into the ecosystem. It's inserting deliberate falsehood into the ecosystem. If the ecosystem isn't very strong, then that falsehood can spread and it can change the shape and the nature of the democratic debate. If the ecosystem is strong, if you have strong independent media, if you have an awareness that disinformation can happen and is being targeted at you, then you are more aware of the disinformation, and when it appears you can identify it as disinformation. And once disinformation has been identified as disinformation, it's much, much harder for it to spread.
We finally have a 50-measure strategy which we can focus on. Each state or each of the civil society actors or the EU institutions as well. Basically, there are specific measures which should be taken. To name a few, the EIS Stratcom team or the eStratcom team should be tripled with its capacity because they are having very limited resources for the great work they are doing. So currently, we have only several dozens of people on the democratic side who are disclosing disinformation, but on the other side, the Kremlin basically funds thousands of professionals who are on daily basis creating disinformation.
This is just the beginning of a big debate because, of course, journalism should be independent. We can't put any filter on Facebook or on Twitter or whatever, but we need to organize this. For example, we have the press Council in Germany, which is a very old organization. We need to refresh this. This is my vision. We need to attend that there's evolution going on in media with the digitalization and with social media, and the Russian propaganda is very effective in this. So we need to find an answer to this.